Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Pro Peak Willie bringing you a pre-season friendly Sweaty FC versus newcomers InterYaNan. The two clubs have asked that the game be recorded and taken as an official friendly game. So here we are, look at the team lineups here. Obviously more interesting, Manny is the new side that we've never seen before. Looking well balanced, Martinez, Perisic, Nolito, Mata, the forward. A lot of these players aren't strangers to the Pep. And Benatia, very top defender. They've done well to amass a decent side, wouldn't you say, Matt, man, in a short space of time. Yes, I'd agree with that, definitely, but you're facing an uphill task here, facing Sweaty FC, who obviously they finished second in the league and were also in the final of the Champions Cup, in which they got spanked, but at the same time they were there, and many teams found them very difficult to beat this season. So we'd expect this to be very tough for a newcomer. Anyway, man, good point there. They're back to kick off, so let's see what happens. InterYaNan playing in the black strip and Sweaty in the traditional mustardy yellow. And as you'd expect, Sweaty pressing forward early. Normal aggressive style. Already they've got a shot off which is just wide of Joe Hart's goal. And yep, the warning signs are already there for this fella InterYaNan. It could be a baptism of fire, man. It really could be a baptism of fire. You wouldn't expect it to be easy, but let's see what happens now. There's Witsel picking up the ball in midfield, and it seems like Sweaty are dominating. That's a lovely chip ball, and again just wide, similar to the first effort, but that's two efforts now in a short space of time. That's good play by Sweaty. They're looking hungry, they're looking aggressive as always, and InterYaNan, this could be really, as we suggested, a baptism of fire, but here they come forward now, dispossessed very quickly. Smalling there, part of the very successful trio. They're through. Joe Hart, that's wonderful keeping. Yes, I'm not a fan of Joe Hart, but he was very alert there and came through quickly for his team. Yeah, Witsel again not being able to pass the ball forward to his own player. And there's back and forth in the midfield. Witsel again, lovely through ball there. And look at that lovely one-touch football. And there's the infamous cross from Sweaty. And InterYaNan very lucky to get away with that. You know, he's Joe Hart's palmed it away, but they're back under pressure. Muller going in, but Benatia, top quality defender, dwelled on the ball. What's he doing? Trying to get through. Great skill by Muller, and that was clumsy. What will the referee do? Well, it could be a penalty. They dwelled on the ball and then found themselves in problems. Yeah, the referee hasn't given it, so they have been very fortunate actually. Yeah, bit of luck there. If they carry on making clumsy challenges like that, you'd expect the ref might give a penalty. And Sweaty coming forward again. This is dominating play by a Sweaty. But InterYaNan don't look discouraged. They try to mount an attack. Poor pass, but great strength from the young Keita, bought from Red Bull Rapid. And it's a cross. Wonderful goal by InterYaNan there. Manny Perisic. And against the run of play, they've taken the lead. Well, the young star's done very well there, I have to say. Keita, they got him from Rapid in a deal where people were alluding to the fact that he may have been conned because he was paying for kits that are usually PES Universe are the ones doing the kits a lot of the time. So people say he got conned, but apparently InterYaNan said they can look after themselves, and they got that player Keita and another player, and looking at current teams, Keita could be a bargain, so people should stay out of his business. That's what I think. You got a good point there. I mean, he's playing against a top team here, and they've taken the lead due to pure strength and then a technique on the cross. And then Perisic doing what a player of his quality you'd expect to do. So now we've got a shock lead here, man. InterYaNan in the lead, and this looks promising because he was under the cosh, he was under pressure, but they've shown that with one chance they can get a goal. You can see that they've got a bit of confidence now, trying to mount attack, but Sweaty's still looking strong, still looking dominant, and that's a good last ditch tackle there. And Sweaty looked for their opening goal. Yeah, there still nothing has really changed. You sense that Inter have got a little bit of confidence from the goal, but Sweaty are still as aggressive. You know, they are like beasts, to put it simply, for want of a better expression. Balls out of play then, Manny. Let's see. And here you see again a clumsy tackle in the box. What will the referee do this time, Dave? They can't keep on. There you go, it's a penalty. What do you expect? And you now expect an equalizer as Griezmann is stepping up. Sweaty should punish them for that. Oh no, man, you spoke too soon. He's unable to convert it. Griezmann standing in front of goal, and maybe that's why they couldn't win the Champions Cup. Because perhaps when the pressure's on, they can't do the business. Should have put his team 1-1 there from 6 yards out. A player of Griezmann's quality who they've just got in. You'd expect to be a hit at their club. Great cross in there. So yeah, you'd expect to be a big hit at their club. He's let them down there. But here they come again, you know, don't look deferred. No, they don't look deferred at all. They look very confident, actually. And Inter have done well to get themselves in a position, you know, 1-0 ahead, because they are really against the tide from my view, Dave. Free kick now. Free kick now. What can I make of this? And that's poor by Sweaty. Could have made more of that, you'd think. As Perisic comes forward now, the goal scorer. Could he be a top player for InterYaNan? That's a good idea. The imagination was there, the execution wasn't. And Navas picks the ball up. They picked up Navas, Sweaty on a free transfer. Good bit of business there. After having lost Trap because Trap left due to not being paid his wages. Here comes Perisic again. And he is looking like he could be a big star at InterYaNan. That was a great run. First time that InterYaNan, apart from scoring, obviously, that they've looked opponent force, and that seems to have given them confidence now as they try to mount some pressure of their own. But the ball's out of play, and it's Minson to take the throw in for Sweaty. Minson has the ball again, and he's dispossessed by Juan Mata. Good direct ball forward by Juan Mata. Martinez straight forward to Perisic, who's lost the ball. You'd have to say Perisic's the man at the moment for InterYaNan. But now, obviously, the ball's played through to Muller. And what a save that was from Joe Hart. Muller's looked lively. It must be said he looks a threat as Sweaty mount even more pressure yet again. And that's a poor shot from Witsel, who has been very active in that midfield, it must be said. And that seems to be where Sweaty are dominating the game. However, they're a goal behind. And it's always good. It's always a good sign when a team doesn't play well and wins. Can Inter be that sort of team? Obviously, teams would like to play well, but the results is everything. Yeah, okay. So that anyway, whatever you are saying, Dave. Yeah, the fact is, this is just a preseason friendly, but it's interesting to see a team for the first time coming out against a formidable outfit in Sweaty. And he's 1-0 up, you know. So he'll be happy with the fact that his youngster has been instrumental, and also I think that what a chance, sorry to interrupt you, Manny, but what a chance that was. And Sweaty so unlucky there. They've had chance after chance, they've had a penalty, they've hit the bar, but they're 1-0 behind by a Perisic header, and Inter will be the happier of the two managers now as they pass the ball at the back. Joe Hart lofting the ball into the air. Won by the midfielder. This is better play now from Inter. Look at that one touch, but back heel, out wide now. He's going to try and get the crossing. No, low along the ground. That's great football, and Matt Jackson Martinez. Oh, and he's offside. He's offside, but they've shown again that within the blink of an eye, they can create a chance and finish. And that is a good sign. That was a decent, quick spell of football that was incisive and almost devastating. And that will get the sweaty alarm bells ringing, and you think they'll react quickly knowing them. And there it is! There it is! There it is. It's the instinct of any champion. They showed him threat. They threatened him, and he's reacted. And Muller, who has looked their most dangerous player, I'd say, Manny, has tucked away a lovely volley, and it's 1-1. Now we're going to see the character of InterYaNan. We know the character of Sweaty, and it was shown right there in that instance. Oh, and InterYaNan seemed to be galvanised. Oh my goodness, he's hit the crossbar. Well, we can say that this boy is not shy. He's not shy, he believes. It's almost as if he became angry that he lost his lead and she went straight for the jugular. And oh, that's a lovely technique there, but on the right foot, I think it's Griezmann. He's not going to score that. But as I was saying, Dave, I think that maybe he has the character because... yes, it's almost as if he was offended or very angry to have lost the lead, and to hit the crossbar like that, he came very close anyway. Now the game looks competitive, Manny. Look at this now. It's scrapping in midfield, fighting for the ball, and it's anybody's game now. As Joe Hart launches the ball forward into the midfield. And Witsel chips it up nicely, but it's won back by InterYaNan. Now we have a competition. Now we have a game on our hands. And that's a lovely strike. And the rebound, wonderful finish, is it not? I think that might be offside, actually, Dave, yes. But Muller is looking increasingly menacing, it has to be said. And he can make the difference now. Alright, they've come very, very close there, Sweaty, as they pile forward now. It seems like they've got the momentum, and Muller, what a wonderful world-class finish as he celebrates now with Griezmann, his strike partner. Witsel also been instrumental, celebrates with them, and that, it has to be said, is a wonderful world-class finish from a player that has looked head and shoulders above the rest. Yeah, he's just used his left foot. He's got good technique on both feet, and he's one of the curl it into the corner, and that's a wonderful goal. And now InterYaNan will understand a little bit what they are coming into. Hopefully they don't become down deflated by that, because they've been alright. They've been in the game against the formidable opponent. So let's see what happens from here. But the signs for me, Dave, are good, about his character, as I said earlier. Well, I think it's early days, like you said. It is a friendly, and we're only 68 minutes into this friendly, so let's see. But it looks like they're trying to come forward. Oh, they've won the ball there. Juan Mata, that's a wonderful pass. But what do you expect from the little Spaniard? Another great cross there from the new signing from Rapid Keita. But this time, the player is unable to convert the cross via header into goal. And Med won't be too pleased about that, as Navas is berating his defenders for letting in yet another cross and header on target at his goal. 70 minutes in, now you'd fancy Sweaty, but it has become more of a game. And but for me, Manny, Inter have grown in confidence, and it's now 50-50 as they come forward again. That's a wonderful cross, good defending. All season, Sweaty have been one of the better teams at defending crosses, and that's not a good finish by Jackson Martinez. He looks disappointed, he knows he could do better. Yes, with 15 minutes to go, I have to agree with you, David. Sweaty are coming forward again, but Inter, it's as if they like to dribble out of defense. You can't afford to do that, and Joe Hart has to come to their rescue again. You can't afford to do that, especially against Sweaty, who will press, whose game is all about pressing. They put pressure on you. Everybody knows that. So That is one team you don't want to be dribbling with your defenders forward, or you will be punished, and rightly so for that foolishness. We're agreeing a bit too much today, but you know, I think you're talking a bit of sense there, man. But that's a naivety that can be forgiven for a guy that's having his first competitive game. He doesn't know the styles of the pet teams, so you know, as you play, you learn the dangers and weaknesses of others. Yeah, fair. That's fair. Anyway, Jackson Martinez has done the same thing to him. He's pressed him, and oh my God. So now they have equalized, and that is the character. That he's showing me great character, but that's what I'm talking about. He's the same thing we are talking about. Inter have done the reverse to him. He's dwelling on the ball at the back, and Jackson Martinez have shown great hunger. He dispossess him, and that youngster again, Keita, is proving to be a wonderful acquisition. And whoever was saying that he got conned or whatever, I think when Mr. Med said that he can look after his own club, perhaps the people should now take heed, because it seemed like that young boy was a wonderful signing. And they also got another player, I can't remember who it was. Benatia clears the ball, sorry, Manny, but just a few minutes left. I want to get back to the game. There's Witsel. He's been so energetic today. Can Sweaty snatch an equaliser? They're showing here that they're not going to be happy with a draw. You can see that they're still trying to get the win. But you'd have to say a draw will be a decent result for Med as we enter injury time. Yeah, because if he can get that draw, it looks like he'll be a useful team. Because again, we all know that Sweaty are a force. Well, at least they were this year. That cannot be denied. And Inter playing some nice triangles there. Can they create one last chance? Almost. And just good last ditch defending by Sweaty. And I think the ref will blow the whistle anytime now, Manny. Or are we going to see one more charade? And that's it. It's 2-2. Wonderful game. And let's now head back and speak to the managers. Here we can see the stats of the game.
Neither deserves to be on the losing side. So 90 minutes couldn't produce a...
Well, we started off very good, but as the game progressed, our defence started to slack a bit, and we let Muller and Griezmann just get through. But then we came back strong, and that's what matters. So I'm glad to have joined the Pet, and I'm looking forward to better things in the future.
Excellent. And would you say any player? Would you say any one of your players was really impressed you, and anyone in particular that you think has shown you weakness and you're not sure about?
Well, I thought Perisic had a great game. He was playing down the left flank, and he got past Leo's right back quite a few times. Got a goal, and was creating quite a few chances. And for one of my weak players, I don't really have one right now, personally. I think everyone had a good game, so as I start playing with the team more, I'll kind of find out who are my weaker players in the team.
Superb, superb. You've got a message to send out to any of the other Pet managers or teams?
Just watch your back.
Oh wow. And Sweaty?
Yeah?
Was there anything to say about the 2-2 draw? You guys agreed that you would YouTube that game for whatever reason. It was a draw, nobody lost, nobody won. Got any comments to make?
He's a pussy, he won't play the extra times. I could have won. See, I could have won. But obviously at the end of the game he said the post-match interviews will be more neutral. I don't care, I wanna see a winner, I don't care. Yeah, and he's saying his players weren't weak. That's
10
bullshit.
likes for a rematch.
That's bullshit. Gundogan hardly got the ball. Gundogan hardly got the ball. And Joe Hart was letting him fucking everything, mate. I don't know what you're on about. So there's always a weak player in the team. Especially the fucking fullbacks, mate. Letting my wingers go past like they're fucking Tupac drive-by.